He says, truly, truly, I say to you, you are seeking me not because you saw signs, but because you ate your fill of the loaves. Jesus is saying here, you have a desire. It's not a very lofty desire. It's a rather base desire, in fact. You're not seeking me out because I am the all-sufficient one that can meet the needs, the longings of your soul as the all-sufficient Messiah. That's not why you're here. You're just hungry. And what should have happened on that mountainside is those multitudes were eating. They shouldn't have just devoured the food saying, wow, this is great. We were hungry. Now we're getting food. We're going to be satisfied, and just sit back and relax. What I think should have happened is they should have been eating this food with their eyes fixed on Jesus, thinking, who is this man that can feed so many of us with a little boy's lunch? But they missed it. They missed it because their base desire for the lesser thing caused them to miss that which is greater. They were focused on the product, not the person that produced the product. They're here treating Jesus like some kind of divine Santa Claus. This is the classic loving the gift more than the gift giver. And I think this happens even today. People today will treat Jesus just like they do Santa. Why is Santa so beloved? Really, why do kids love Santa? They don't love Santa for Santa. They love Santa for what he brings. Kids don't have a burning desire to walk through the mall, sit on some stranger's lap, and show him grandfatherly affection. No, they want to rattle off their wish list. I know some adults would be willing to sit on a stranger's lap if they thought it would get them a PS5. Imagine a scene where a kid runs into Santa on Christmas Eve, right there in the living room. Santa comes down the chimney. Kid's like, Santa, you got my Nerf gun? No Nerf guns. In fact, I got nothing. What do you mean you got nothing? You can just get yourself back up that chimney before I call the cops. Beat it, old man, and get your hands off the cookies too. The cookies are for closers. The transaction that we have is you provide the presents, we give you the cookies and the milk. That's how this goes. You show up empty-handed, man, you can hit the bricks. But we're willing to put up with Santa and his completely works-righteous system of rewarding good behavior. Why? Because he delivers. He's got terrible theology, this guy. He comes through with the goods, right? But if the stuff goes away, so would he. And if he continued with his antics of watching us while we're sleeping, and he knows when we're awake, we're calling the cops on this creeper. We are. No, we put up with his voyeurism year round because there's a big payoff come December. You tell me this isn't true. That's why kids seek out Santa. It's what he gives. And that's exactly what's going on with this crowd. They don't want Jesus. They want the bread. They don't love him for him. They love what he can do for them. Let me challenge you with this thought. There's a preacher, he's very prolific out there on the internet. I'm a fan. He's a very polarizing fella. Some people love him, some people not so much. He pushes the envelope at times, which he has admitted to. His name's Paul Washer. Paul Washer is a fiery preacher. Love his passion. He's telling a story of counseling a woman one time who was struggling with her salvation. And she comes to him and she's like, I just don't know if I'm saved or not. I've repented. I just don't know that I've repented enough. I believe. I'm not sure I'm believing enough. I just don't know that he has saved me. And they're having this back and forth. And I get the sense that Paul Washer was getting a little frustrated with her. Because at one point he says, repent and believe even though he sends you to hell because he's worthy. Do you just repent and believe in order to get something? Repent and believe because he's worthy. I was like, man, this dude is hardcore. There's some counseling for you right there. But isn't it true? Isn't it true that we should come to Jesus for Jesus? Not for what he does for us. We should come to him even if he did nothing for us.